Good morning, everybody. It's Jean here. Truelove Quilts for You. No tutorial today. I am back, as you know, to a certain extent. Jen and I filmed just yesterday, actually. And today what I wanted to do is, I just wanted to give you just a little mini heads up for a project that I've been making and that I may probably be doing a small tutorial on. And also, before I get to that, I just wanted to shout out, this is to my patron people, I wanted to shout out to the winner of the tutorial that I did for my little slouchy bag, which is sort of like an origami bag. As you know, I have a Patreon account that is basically like a tip jar that you can leave me a tip if you enjoy my videos, $1 a month, whatever. And this month's winner, what happens is I pick a winner each month for the project I actually do a tutorial on and make, and it's a private video for those patrons. And this month's winner is Marisol Delval or Delval. Marisol has kindly, as one of my patrons, given me a tip, and I just pull out the names randomly. So Marisol, you have won this little beach bag, little overnight bag, whatever. You saw me making it in the video, and it's going to be winging its way to you if you want it. If you don't, by all means, just tell me and I can pick another name. But this is the little prize. If you become a patron, I make a tutorial and I actually send it, what I make, to the person who I pick randomly. So Marisol Delval, you have won this little slouchy bag. That's that. Send me your private message or email me privately and your address, and I will send this to you again if you want it. I'll get in touch with you. So that's that. This is the project I've been working on. You know me, go big or go home, right? I think I'm going home. I'm telling you, this thing has just grown exponentially. It's actually a tutorial from the Midnight Quilt Company. Angela Walters, I'm not quite sure her name. And I actually have it somewhere. The instructions for it. It's a free pattern, free download. So I'm not stealing anything. And I decided to make it. She makes it in a pillow. It's a fairly good size 20-inch pillow. Takes a lot of fabric. Takes a lot of fabric. And I'm going to, and this is just a little heads up of the quilt that I've been working on and off now for quite a while. It's constructed row by row, and it looks funky. There's no curved seaming except for turning like my 10-minute quilt block, my 10-minute quilt block, turning this bias edge and stitching it down, top stitching it down. Anyway, this is the, oops, I got all fuzzies on me. This is a tutorial for a small little project that again I've obviously used. It's full of threads. You must excuse it. I've used charm squares and scraps, and I don't know if you can see, but the background fabric, it's funky. It's the way it's made is a dotted fabric. That's how you get it. Anyway, and then you add these funky folded white pieces to turn back to get the curved thing. It's funny. And then you add the piece. It's a wonderful, I think, effective thing. I've made a queen size quilt, and at the end of the day, this will be my backing. Excuse me. This will be my backing here. There's 35 yards of fabric here, and there's 9 yards of fabric there. And I'm going to be using I wouldn't have to use a batting. I could probably use a flannel. I'm going to use a very lightweight wool batting. It's a very, very substantial, large quilt. Anyway, I'm not saying that you got to make this silly quilt here because it's huge and it takes a tremendous amount of fabric. I'll get to all of the details when I do the tutorial on it. But this is what I've been working on, and I will show you how to make a small, you could even make a pin cushion. If the actual the actual construction method. You could just make a pin cushion if you wanted. But it's real interesting. It's fun, and you can change it up. I made Malia, our daughter, I made her 2 pillows with the background. Again, you can't really figure it out, but the background was like a mottled gray fabric that I got at Missouri Star Quilt Company when I was out there with Jen. Anyway, this is the project I've been working on. It's huge. Look at it. It's so pretty though. It's huge. And this is basically called a cathedral windows quilt, but the cathedral windows quilt, which also takes like 30 yards of fabric. Look it up. I'm not exaggerating. Look it up. Look up traditional window. How much fabric does a traditional cathedral windows quilt take? It's like 30 yards of fabric. I've made this much bigger. The traditional method finishes the back with the front. Once you've stitched it together the traditional way, the back is smooth and finished with no raw seams. The way that the tutorial shows, there are raw seams. We're just sewing right sides together, and we have a bunch of raw seams on the back. And so we have to back it. You would have to back this quilt. I do, if you look up the tutorial, I do take out this lump like I do on my 10-minute quilt block. There's a big huge lump of fabric there, and I take that out. That's why all of these squares here. So it's just one piece of fabric, but there's a lot of fabric in here, and this is what I've been working on. I just wanted to share that with you. So I'm going to just be, and as you know, I've not been feeling very well, but I've just come in. This has taken me weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks just to do a little row at a time. And my husband liked it so much, he's like, "Oh, I really love that, and keep going." I'm like, okay. So I've used tons of fabric. I've cut out. It doesn't look like I used tons of fabric. I have in my sewing room, and I've cut out all of the squares. It's fun. It's not hard at all. It's fun. So I'm going to be doing I'm going to be doing a small tutorial or a tutorial on a smaller project. This one. So yeah, that's that for today. I'm trying to get better. I had my shower on Sunday for a friend of ours, or for a friend of Malia's. Only about 60 or 70 people coming. We do parties here, graduation parties and showers and engagement parties and weddings and baby showers, the whole 9 yards, picnics. So I have, that's this Sunday. I will be doing a block, hopefully this week, maybe the next few days if I can squeeze it in for the block party. So just keep an alert. I'll be coming back slowly, but surely. And again, Marisol Del Val, you have won this little origami slouch bag. I hope you love it. That's for my patrons only. But yeah, thank you so much for again, like I said yesterday with Jen, for your well wishes and all of the lovely compliments we got on Jen's new house. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, it's so lovely. It's so nice. It's an old house. It has old house problems, but they knew that going in. But it's a good old house. It's been there for 300 years. It's gonna last. It's a good old house. I love it. I love it. So anyway, that's my Jen. She'll be back once we get settled. And yeah, so this is for Marisol, and this is an upcoming little project that perhaps you want to embark on. It's fun. I'll show you how we do it. All right, thanks again, folks, for all your support. We'll talk to you later. Bye.